Niall, what's happening? Are you still in Bangkok or are you back in merry old Scotland? I meant Ireland, but I was just being a bit of a dick. Um, wow, what's that like after being here? Oh shit, you got a quarantine. Jesus, man. I can imagine. That's why I don't go outside of Thailand. Now, do you have to pay or are you quarantined in your house or how's that work? I see how it is. All the quarantine people come in my stream. They got nothing better to do. I've been quarantined for 10 days. I got nothing to do. Just sit here. That really sucks though. Wish this shit would go away. That's the only thing I know how to say, what to say, to say about this whole situation. I wish it would just go away because, you know, yeah, you've lost your job with many others, and then the government, U.S. government, can't even come to an agreement on how to help the people that really need help. This is what I mean, when I say not to be negative, but when I say I'm fed up with hearing about all this kind of stuff. It's like, yeah, hey, Fidelity, what's happening? Um, a part of me would like to go to the United States, but, you know, then what? Am I going to be quarantined? Am I going to be forced into something? When I come back here, I'm going to have to quarantine? It's getting to the point where it's ridiculous. And like you said, Fidelity, like that message you sent me, the email you sent me, who's to say that there won't be some massive second wave and third wave here in Thailand? I just have a hard time believing that, Thailand is in such a great place. And then you have things like the Midnight Marathon where they're telling foreigners that they can't enter into the marathon when they've entered 2 years prior. For the last 2 years, they've been entered into this marathon. Now they're saying no foreigners allowed to enter. It's Thai only. And, it has to do with they're worried about catching this virus. Same with the restaurant, all these kind of things. It's, I wouldn't want to be in their position, but like Tom said, I got no plans to enter that particular marathon or any other. I'm just curious, like like for Niall, does Niall have to pay to quarantine, or do they quarantine him in a government facility, or does he just do it at his house? Is it the honor system? Because here in Thailand there is no honor system. Shit, you know what? I did turn it off. Turn the Wi-Fi off. So again, I wasn't planning on streaming. Um, you know, but I've been thinking about it, and I may try to do a Forrest Gump again. Ooh, ooh, brutal. And what, I mean, are they doing anything like you have to test and you have to pay for the test yourself? Are they testing you, or do they have nurses like here in Thailand? You're paying for nurses. Tony, what's happening? This is freaking brutal. And this is the thing, like, I just told my wife this morning, I said, I think tomorrow, the next day, I'm leaving. She's like, what? Like, I'm out of here. She's like, where are you going? I'm like, I don't know. I just want to start walking. I want to get out on the road, man. I want to get out of here. I'm like, I feel cooped up in the Starbucks and in my house, and I just want to get. I almost feel like I don't care how far I walk every day. I just will walk, and when I get tired, I'll stop. And if I feel like walking more, I'll continue. And this time I know a little bit more because I've already failed once. And I learned from it. Wow. But they don't make you test or anything? I guess, if after 14 days you don't show any symptoms, what are they going to do? Like I'm sitting here thinking about that. Being quarantined and you can't go anywhere, you can't do anything. I mean, we were quarantined here, but it was, you can only go to the hospital, you can only go to the grocery, and that wasn't too bad. For a couple of weeks, it's not that bad. But if I was re-entering Thailand and I had to go to some hotel, nobody could come see me. I don't know. I mean, I guess there is live streaming, there is video chat, there are things like that. Well, it seems to be that they do. It seems like it. However, I wouldn't rule out, another wave. And then what happens? I just don't know what to think. I mean, really, I don't want to say I'm confused, but there's so many different ways you can think about this. Part of me is like, okay, let the dogs go. Everybody goes out, everybody does their own thing. If you're older or you're at risk, don't go out. Everybody's got to wear masks. Everybody stay distanced. And, let people come in, whatever. They got to test before they come in. They got to get an inexpensive test where they just test on the spot. They got to test a period of time before they, I don't know what the answer is. That's probably part of my muddled thought process. Well, I don't think it's going to go away either. I think there's always going to be viruses. Just like there's a cold is a virus. It's a coronavirus. And I'm not so sure that they will get a vaccine. I think they're full of shit when they say, oh, we'll have a vaccine by the end of the year. And then Trump's saying, we'll have a vaccine, by November 3rd. Yeah, that's pretty bad. Listen, right now, let me see if I can do this here. I got a different kind of mini tripod. But if you look over there, that table, straight ahead, with the pink sign in the middle, right under the big sign. That table was originally made for, there were like 4 people that would sit there. Every time somebody came in, they checked the temperature. They'd make them scan in or sign in. Now, everywhere you go, there's nobody at the tables. Nobody's sitting there scanning people, making sure people scan in. Nobody's making sure they wash their hands with the sanitizer. Nobody's making anybody sign. Thank you very much, Tony G. Thank you. Thanks a lot. Appreciate that. Nobody is. They're not doing anything. What do they have the tables out anymore? What do they have the little scanning for the app? And the app is shit. It doesn't really ask you anything. It just signs you in where you are, signs you out. Nobody signs out. So what is the point of it? This is what I mean about how, you know, like I can only use the word confused. I'm not really confused. I know it's a it's a delicate situation. And you know, there are variables that we may not know about and all that. You know, I'm trying to look at it from every angle, but the truth is, you know, if they're going to do something, why don't they just lock down everybody and say, you're locked down for 3 months, you can't come out, you can't do anything. You know, we'll deliver your food, free delivery or something, they figure it out, and then everybody's inside. Then what happens? You either die, you go to the hospital. Now here, they're coming out here, they're taking pictures. This is just pictures for the mall. This has nothing to do with the virus and shit. Let's see if I can get this squared away here. Yeah, this has nothing, that guy taking the photo has nothing to do with the virus. The only thing they do is take your temperature when you come in. They don't take your temperature when you leave. Okay, now this guy is making the little kids squirt. He's putting some sanitizer on their hands. That's the first I've seen someone do that in many days. So what's the point of having it? Now he's leaving. So he's leaving. So what's the point of taking care of 1 or 2 people as they come in, or 1 or 2 people signs in or scans in on their own? What's the point of having that when you have all these other people coming in, they're not doing anything? I mean, listen, I don't scan in anymore at all. I don't scan in at all. I don't sign in, I don't scan in, I don't scan out. No place has scanned me in or made me sign in. The last place I had to sign in anywhere was in Uncle Ho's up in, where is it, Nakhon Phanom. That was the last place. Which, by the way, the other day, when I was talking about doing a 90-day report, and I had said, hey, I forgot about my 90-day report because, you know, not my 90-day, my TM30. So I went to do my, Mr. Mitch, there you are. How you doing, buddy? You know, I went in to the website to do my 90-day report. And I got my 90-day report back, and it said denied, rejected. That's what it said, not denied. It's not the Susie Orman show. It said rejected. I'm like, what the hell? It said, you need to register your address. I'm like, I've already read. And then I went, you know what? I went to Pattaya twice. I went to Nakhon Phanom. I went to Bangkok. I went to Nong Khai. And every one of those places where you go, there's a hotel. And so the hotel notifies immigration because they have to take a copy of your passport. I thought, oh shit. So I had to tell my landlord, will you please notify immigration? And I said, I just came back from Nong Khai. I didn't say I came back 10 days ago and I've been spending a lot of time sleeping in the hospital with my kids, because there's not any proof of that. So I just said, you know, I came back from Nong Khai. She puts the paperwork in. As soon as she does that, I reapply for my 90-day report. I resubmit my 90-day report, and I get a message back, approved. See, to me, there's no logic behind that. I'm putting a 90-day report in. I don't get, you know, this is the problem, is the logic, not only here, but everywhere, seems to be way off now. It's like people believe whatever they want to believe. I don't know. I'm confused. So, Mr. Mitch, how you doing? Long time no see. All right, there's a lady signing in right now. No, it doesn't seem to be working. It doesn't work with the U.S. government. And the shortfalls, the pitfalls of the U.S. government are certainly on display for the world to see right now. I saw something on CNN, and I don't know, how biased this report is or not, but they said something they said something about 40 million people. All right, now you take it easy, man. Thank you. Good luck. You only got a couple days left. CNN had an article. They released an article. It said if something isn't done in the U.S. government to help people, like they passed a stimulus bill, 40 million people could be out on the street. Renters, homeowners, 40 million. That's like 12% of the population, something like that. 11%. As far as the hospital, it's my kids. My kids were in the hospital with dengue fever. First it was Alex, so I went and stayed with him for 4 nights. And then I went back to my house for 2 nights, and then Nicholas had to go in the hospital, so I stayed with him for 3 nights. And so when you stay in a hospital, the hospital's not, they're not a hotel. They don't have a paper that, they send in saying, well, Scott's slept here in the hospital to immigration. They don't do that. Every hotel does that. So they're supposed to. Yeah, it was a bit of an oh my God moment, but they're all right now. Nicholas is actually at school now. He's working on some biology project. And Alex starts school. He's asleep, and he starts school on Monday. Yeah, they're recovered. Which, Alex was in bad shape for a little while, and then Nicholas had a fever. It was like 103. Was it 103, 104? It was 40 Celsius, so whatever that works out to. And I was like, man, how can you have one after another? So, and my wife had it too, but wasn't affected all that badly by it, so. It's been a shit year. Thankfully, the insurance covered most of it, or we would have been in deep shit. For Nicholas, I think he was in for 9 days, and it was 70,000 baht. And for Alex, I think he was in for a week, and it was almost 60,000. It was like 58,000, something like that. So, yeah, that's what I said. And it's not like I don't get bit by mosquitoes very often. They seem to get bit more than I do. They don't like me. Mosquitoes don't like me. They must not like my smell, my white skin. I don't know what it is. They know I'm not like everybody else. For those who are interested in knowing, the baristas of the day are the manager, Mr. Ken, the girl who just walked by, Ms. Mook, and the other girl working is Mrs. Tien. She's Mrs. because she's married with child. I'm white. They like me very much, and they don't touch my wife. Wow. For some reason, they don't like me. I don't know why. Maybe it's my smell, I don't think I stink, but maybe they do. Maybe they think I'm stinky. I'm not. My smell is not appealing. I don't know. My blood is not appealing. I don't know what it is. But, because I woke up late and I wasn't going to stream today. I'm not sure if I'm going to stream tomorrow, but I just got it in my head. You know, my pal Steve that I talk about from Steve's Kitchen. That's his channel, YouTube channel. We did a video a couple years ago, and we've been talking, and he's doing a trip from, I don't remember where it is, but he's doing a well, let me tell you something. Although I weigh too much, it's not like I'm not muscular. It's not like I'm pretty solid, believe me. So I think my body's got a high amount of protein in it. But anyway, he's been talking about doing a walk from, I think, up in Scotland down to, I don't know where he's ending up. And it'll take him, he thinks it'll take him about 2 months. I told him, no, I don't think so. I think it's going to take you at least 3 months. But I started thinking about it, and I thought, you know, I tried to walk from Chiang Rai to Chiang Mai. It was too hot. I had too much gear. I was overloaded with gear and clothes, and just, you know, I had cameras and this. I thought, well, what can I do it with now? I thought I can do it with my phone, a little mini tripod like I have right here, which is very light, 2 pairs of underwear, of course, Manscaped, like 1 pair of shorts that's on, 1 pair of shorts in the bag, maybe 3 t-shirts, 2 or 3 pairs of socks, and you know, some battery packs and that stuff, but don't bring my laptop. And that'll save a lot of weight. And it's cooler now than when I did it the last time. The last time I did it, it was in April. You know, now this is August, it's starting to get cooler. So I've been thinking about it, and I'm thinking, yeah, maybe I'll give it a go. So I'm going to look into it a little bit more later today and tomorrow and make a decision. But I've already got a ticket to go to Chiang Rai. From Chiang Rai, I'd have to go to Mae Sai. And I'll start in Mae Sai at the northernmost point, and then I'll see if I can make it. If I don't, I don't. At least I try. It's giving me something to do. Attracted to the carbon monoxide. Yeah, so maybe they don't like my breath. Maybe I got foul breath. I emit a foul odor. A distasteful odor for them. I don't know. You're up pretty late, aren't you? Isn't it past your bedtime? Longhorns, are you watching any of what's going on with the higher resting? Let's make some more attractive. Are you watching what's going on in the political arena right now between the Democrats and the Republicans and Trump? Our country is doomed. If we can't get through this and come to an agreement, if they can't come to an agreement, oh, well, that's a little too much information. Please don't touch yourself while you're watching my stream. I might have to throw up here. If they can't come to an agreement, then I'm convinced. And if they don't have a debate, I'm convinced the U.S. government is well and truly screwed. They've screwed the pooch. Kind of sucks. No, I didn't see the HBO. I haven't been watching that much. I have been watching stuff like I've got a lot of movies I've been watching, and I've got a bunch of Clint Eastwood movies to watch. Well, I don't know if it's fixed or not, but you know, when I hear about people being on the street, and you know, Nancy Pelosi likes to. I believe that too, because the post office doesn't have their shit together, and it's too easy to forge everything. How many news channels? Only one Western channel, some infomercial channels, and that's it. Oh wow. I don't know how he can win. First of all, how can he get the black vote with the things that he said? Second of all, he can't, I don't think he can feasibly run the country. I don't think he can do it. You know, he's just too, I think he's just too old. And third of all, if you're not going to hold it, the Democrats are talking about, and the liberals, they're talking about doing away with all debates. Now, to me, that's just telling. Well, we don't like the fact that our candidate can't stand up to the other candidate, or at least people don't think he can. So we'll just eliminate debates. Oh, if we lose the election and we won the popular votes but didn't win the electoral votes, we'll just do away with the system and we'll just no longer allow this. Yeah, I mean, I'm at the point now where I'm almost watching it just to see that it's like watching a train wreck. You know, it's like pulling over to the side of the road to see what happened in a car crash. That's kind of what I'm doing now. Because one way or the other, it doesn't mean much to me. You know, I mean, truth is, it doesn't mean much to me. My kids decide to move back to the U.S. or I decide to move back to the U.S., then it might mean something. But I don't see that happening, at least not anytime soon. All I can do is shake my head. That's about all I can do. SMH. It's not about not having U.S. income. That's not what I'm talking about. There's nothing that's going to faze me that much. Nothing that happens there will faze me at this point. In the stimulus bill, it's not going to faze me. You know. And, you know, as far as anything else, as long as I'm able to stay here or somewhere else and I got a passport, I'm not really worried about anything. Well, you know, I mean, listen, if I was living in America, I'd be worried. I'm worried for Americans. I'm not so worried about me. And you know, to me, I'm just disgusted by the whole climate in the United States now. I collect my American in Thailand. What about when my passport expires? It's not a big deal. I get it renewed. I mean, you know, I just renewed my passport, when was it? 2000, when the hell did I do it? Was it last year? No. 2019. So yeah, last year. Last year in around this time. So I've got 9 years left on my passport. You know, it's not that big of a deal to renew it. I don't have anything that would stop me from renewing it or anything like that. That's because Longhorns doesn't go out. He's not in the workforce. He's not going out mingling with all sorts of people. At least I don't think he is, you know. And you know, I think that some of it is overblown, for sure. But some of it, I think, you know, it has to do with people who are involved in everyday, everyday things, like they're going to work every day. Their kids on the soccer team or whatever. They got 3 kids. They're trying to make it. The kids are, you know, 1 kid's in college, 2 kids are in high school. They're worried about the kids, and, you know, that kind of stuff. I think, you know, some of us here, like me, my friend Scott, the guy Steve, Jono, Longhorns, we're all in a Soy Dog Cowboy. We're all in kind of different positions than, you know, people who are like, they're still in the workforce, the regular workforce, or maybe they've been laid off now. They're in the workforce, they're going to work every day at 8 o'clock, and they're getting home at 6 or 7 or whatever. And they go out on the weekends with their friends and that kind of stuff. I think there's a difference. Well, this is part of the problem too. When did the news become all about entertainment and opinion? I mean, you know, when did a superstar, I don't know, I mean, you know, you look at some like old time actresses, they became stars because of their looks. Nowadays, people become reality TV stars. I mean, you know, look at some of the women who are big stars on YouTube, even YouTube, or reality TV, Real Housewives. Some of them, they're pigs. As people, they're pigs. They're disgusting human beings. But because they got big tits, you know, they're able to be on TV and make a great living. I'm talking about like Jane Mansfield and you know, some of the other people. I forget some of the, you know, like the pinup girls. They became big names because of how they look. Nowadays, it's Kim Kardashian and her big ass. You know, it's Beyonce. Like I don't want to listen to Beyonce. I don't want to listen to. I don't listen to Kanye West. I don't listen to any of this shit. To me, it's all shit. You know. Maybe it's just I'm old school. I like rock and roll for the most part. You know, I like Snoop Dogg's first album. You know, but you know, I like a little bit of Eminem, but like most of the stuff like that, I don't like it. Yeah, I agree. TV is, and even movies. Look at Alec Baldwin. Now he's part of a big family. All of them are actors, and I will say, you know, Alec he's a pretty good actor, but some of them are just, you know, they're not all that good. His brothers, and you know, now they're. Yeah, you know, I watched them because it's like watching a train wreck. Really. I started watching them. I'm like, man, I can't stop watching this shit. Now I'm watching the World's Most Wanted. And I'm watching Clint Eastwood movies, if that makes you feel better. I've got a fistful of dollars, and for a few dollars more, and Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, and Hang 'em High, and Josie Wales. I've got all those. I found a bunch of movies, so I figure I might as well watch some of them. But you know, that's the extent of it. I mean, if I go on YouTube, the only thing I've watched on YouTube lately is David Cho Thumbs Up. Yeah, well, I can't remember the last time I watched TV. It's been a couple of weeks since we like sat down together as a family and watched a movie. We don't even do that anymore because most of the time, yeah, I'm bored of Netflix. To be honest, I'm bored of Netflix. Jono told me, "Oh, did you know that Jeopardy's on Netflix?" I go, "Nah, I didn't know that." So I watched an episode of Jeopardy to see how many I'd get right, and then I watched The World's Most Wanted. But, you know, most of the stuff, if it's good, I've watched it already. Otherwise, it's garbage. Glenn Gary, Glenn Ross. I don't have Hulu. I don't even really want Netflix because, oh, here comes beer. So, Gennaro, if you're listening, we have a new barista coming in. You know, the only reason I keep it is because the wife and kids watch it. Walter Cronkite. You know, he was the guy. It used to be Chet Brinkley, Walter Cronkite, Roger Mudd, guys like that. Those guys, I believed them. They went on the news. They had a solemn face. Today on the news, you know, it was something like that. You know, it wasn't these. Listen, I like to smack the piss out of Chris Como, Brian Stetzer, The Morning Joe, all these people. I want to just go, shut up. Shut up. I don't know about Christianity on TV or anything. I don't know anything about that. They start introducing religion, and I'm out. David Brinkley, Chet, what is it? David Brinkley, Chet Brinkley, or Chet? What the hell was his name? Yeah, I think it was Chet Brinkley. Those were the days. You got your news, and you kind of, you know, you were like, all right, what's the deal? Now, if you go to CNN, I guarantee you that you will find I don't remember what I was going to say now. Yeah, Christy Brinkley's, she's the one. I don't know if I'd believe her, though. There are some good documentaries on YouTube, yes, and I've probably watched the vast majority of them, of things that interest me. Lions, crocodiles, tigers, some war stuff, you know. Yeah, I miss Howard Cosell. Howard Cosell. George. Now let's go to Roger Mudd. I'll tell you what, you want to watch a great fight. You watch Foreman versus Ron Lyle. Knocked down, dragged, brutal. And you can see just how power these guys have. Just clubbing punches, man. You know, Tyson, the Tyson Roy Jones, that's intriguing to me. Even though it's a exhibition, it's intriguing. I think if Tyson hits him one time, solid, that's the end of Roy Jones. If he hits him on the chin, or he hits him on the temple, anywhere that will discombobulate somebody, that's the end of Roy Jones. Yeah, I'm not watching football anymore. I'm not watching basketball anymore. They can all kiss my ass. They've lost. I hope they lose all their revenue. Baseball, not going to watch it. I haven't watched baseball in a long time. No football. The only thing maybe I would consider is hockey. I don't know how involved they are in the Black Lives Matter, but I suspect they are. So, you know. That's why I like boxing, and I do like the UFC, but that's why I like boxing, is because, you know, if people want to call you a name, they call you it, and that's the way it is. We'll get in the ring and we'll square it away there. The Virginian. Well, do you watch any Rowdy Yates? Or any, what is it, the Rifleman? Chuck, what's his name? Chuck Connor, the baseball player, former baseball player. Isn't it O'Connor? Chuck O'Connor? No, it's Chuck I thought it was Chuck Connors. Yeah, Chuck Connors. Well, so listen. I'm trying to figure out. Well, I've got, like I said, I've got all of Clint Eastwood's spaghetti westerns, but I'm trying to figure out how am I going to do this this trip where I walk, and how can I make it? How can I be successful this time? That's what I'm thinking of. And the problem with carrying a laptop is it's too damn big. It's too heavy. The one I have is too heavy. So I'll have two little phones, one to make calls on, and one to stream on, and to use the internet. And that's it. You're asking me, what do I need a Chromebook for? If I'm going to buy something else, I don't want a Chromebook. I'd rather have, like Nicholas has a HP that's a laptop and a tablet. And for a couple thousand baht more, I could get one that's a little better than his, that is fantastic as far as the specs go. The only problem I have with my Mac is that it's too expensive to get a replacement, and the specs aren't as good as I would get on, you know. And what good's a Chromebook if I'm not going to connect to the internet? I don't know. I mean, you know, it's like, I prefer to stick with a Mac and just wait till I have the money and get a new Mac, but who knows how much longer my Mac will hold up. Huh. I've seen a lot of movies from the 20s and 30s. Not a lot from the 20s, but the 30s all the way through the 60s. I'm trying to remember the name of that movie with Shelley Winter. Warren Beatty, and I think it was Natalie Wood, where Warren Beatty professes his love for Shelley Winter so he can sleep with her or marry her or whatever. He knocks her up. He meets Natalie Wood, and then he wants to get rid of Shelley Winter. Can't remember the name of it, but that was a great movie. And that was from probably the 50s or 60s. Man, these Grab drivers, constant. There's a constant flow of Natalie Wood. Yeah, that's the thing. I don't think a Chromebook will do it for me. For me, it's either I need like a MacBook Air or I need like an, like I said, like some kind of just a notebook. I'm not worried about it right now because I don't have the money for it, but I don't need to carry my laptop with me. I've come to that conclusion. I really don't need it because it adds too much weight. Because then, if I'm going to carry the laptop, then I got to carry the plug, and that thing's heavy. And then if I'm going to carry that, then I need to carry an external hard drive because, that'll allow me to edit some videos, older videos, so that I can constantly be doing things, catching up, and using it as storage. So instead, I'd rather just use my phone, I know a couple people who like the Chromebook, but I'm not sold yet on it. Maybe as a secondary laptop, but not as a prime laptop. And I'm not going to buy anything now anyway, so it doesn't really matter. I'd rather spend the money on traveling around. The only expense would be maybe a place to sleep, depending. A little food, little water, and that's it. And internet. So there is expenses, but it's the same. All works out the same in the end. They got the guys in the pink outfit picking stuff up. They got the La La Move. They got the Grab. They got all these different places. I didn't end the stream purposely. It ended, and then I couldn't figure it out, and I just went, screw it. And no, believe me, those Chinese ladies weren't going to get me. Why would I buy anything at this point? I have a laptop. I have a Mac. I don't need another laptop. The only thing is I need a lighter one. The next time I buy a laptop, which will be in the future, I'll get a lighter one. Who's saying I'm not going to go for it? I don't understand. What are you saying? No, it's not Splendor in the Grass. It's something else. Splendor in the Grass is the one where Natalie Wood is in love with Warren Beatty, and Warren Beatty, professes his love, but for whatever reason, his family, I can't remember, his family wasn't into her or something, and she was a little nutty, and then he broke up with her, and she went nuts. Went to, the crazy place or a crazy house, loony bin. And in the meantime, he hooked up with somebody else, met somebody else, and then, she had to come back and get her mind right, and she couldn't handle it, and, she had to get through it, and it was a sad movie, but it was a great movie. Splendor in the Grass is a great movie. I mean, why would I buy one of those? Why would I buy a Chromebook when I already have a laptop? The laptop does everything I need pretty much. Um, but like, I don't remember who it was that said it, but like, I need it for video editing, for photo editing, and that's pretty much about it. Well, they're back on the jackhammer outside. I don't know if you can see it. Nah, it's too bright. But they have completely destroyed the roadway that comes down from the parking lot upstairs. That it used to be you could drive by and you could see the mall. Now you can't do that because they're building the SkyTrain and they're making a lot of progress. But because of that, it's very noisy lately. The air pollution hasn't been bad in quite some time. It's been moderate for weeks. It's been good to moderate in the last couple of months. All right, now we got Preo over there. So you got the whole gang here. Too bad Gennaro's not here. And what's funny is that yesterday, after the stream ended, we were talking about two girls that used to be here all the time that Gennaro had, a little thing for. He has a thing for every woman who looks halfway decent. We were talking about the two girls, Smile and Mild. And then Mild came in yesterday in street clothes just to say hello or whatever to her gang, her little friends. And she came in, so if I had been streaming, I would have showed her to him. But to me, it's not really a big deal. I can't see. God damn it. Past. No. No. I haven't really been very many places lately. No, that's not it. That's not the one I'm talking about, but that's a great movie. Seen it. I saw a John Wayne movie the other day with Montgomery Cliff. I think it was Red River. It was Red River. It was a very good movie. Now that I think about it, over there by what is it? Sinakarin? Is that what it said? Sinakarin, yeah. Sinakarin, over. Not all the way down to Sinakarin, but on Ramkameng Road. What the hell's the name of that place? I used to live over there. I can't even remember. They're building, and the street's just completely, it's always blocked down. It's blocked. It's horrible. I watched Red River, Rio Bravo, Rio Lobo. I have Green Berets. I haven't watched it yet. I've watched it already before, but I haven't watched it in years. But I do have it. I have A Bridge Too Far. What else do I have? What's the other one that I have? Oh, it's supposed to be a classic from like 1957, 1958. I think it's a war movie. Trying to figure it out. No, not The Greatest Guy. I've seen that 50 times. Something with the birds? No, not the birds. Let me see something here. Oh, shit. Hang on a second. I've watched it a million times. I watched the bridge over the River Kwai, 6 months ago, something like that. I've watched it. Honestly, I probably watched it 10 times. It's a good movie. I don't remember all the movies. I mean, I have a whole bunch of them now. I mean, I've got like 30 new movies I can watch. Your Era? What are you talking about, Your Era? Wasn't Fort Apache like in the 80s? I don't know, but that's my era. Von Ryan's Express. I've been to Kanchanaburi. You know, that's what I said the other day. I've been to Kanchanaburi so many times. I've been there with my mother. I've been there with my sister. I've been there with my kids. I've been there by myself. You know, it's like, it's nice though. I like the Hellfire Pass, Dr. Zhivago. I've seen all those movies, man. I mean, you know, I've watched a lot of movies in my life. Now the problem is I don't always want to spend the time. I don't want to block off, you know, an hour and a half or 2 hours or 4 hours to watch a movie or two. I don't want to do that. Which is why, you know, if you get like a 45-minute documentary, sometimes that's the perfect length for me. Then I'm like, all right, I got to move on to something else now. The Godfather. Godfather, seen it I don't know how many times. It's on Netflix. Platoon I just watched. I watched Platoon. I watched, first I watched Apocalypse Now, again, for the second time in like 6 months. I watched Platoon, then I watched Full Metal Jacket. Haven't watched Mean Streets in a long time. Anyway. I need to prepare for this journey, wherever it may be that I'm taking. I don't want to do a little I don't want to do a little short trip, like a 1 week trip. I want it to be longer. Several weeks. Casablanca, watched it. Got it on my disc. Got Casablanca, what's the one? African Queen. Just watched that one. I mean, that's what I do at night. You know, it's not even at night. After I have dinner, it's maybe 6:30, 6 o'clock. You know, go up. If I'm not, if I'm, depends how much energy I have. If I don't have much energy, I'm like, all right, I'm gonna watch a flick. I'll watch a flick. If I'm still don't feel like falling asleep, I'll watch something else. Otherwise, I just fall asleep and that's it. But that's what the world has come to now. It's all about, you know, watching what you want. I watched Apocalypse Now when I was in the service, in basic training. And the only movie I think I watched with my parents used to, you know, my mother used to send me to the movies. I'd watch Disney movies, you know, like in James Bond movies, stuff like that. And I bring my sister sometimes. But my father took me to go see Blue Water, White Death. That was the only movie I ever went and saw with him. Hey. Or maybe it wasn't basic training. Maybe it was you know, tech school. I think that's where it was. Wichita Falls. Anyway, seems like we're all a bunch of old people in this chat. Everybody likes the old movies. I mean, think about it. If a movie was made in the 80s, let's say it was 85, that's 35 years ago. I used to watch movies from the 60s and the 50s all the time. I liked you know, movies that were you know, like science fiction movies from the 50s, you know, with you know, like what the hell was it, you know, like they'd have some, I mean, it was stupid stuff, but I was a kid, I was young. You know, Tarantula. What were there was I can't even remember them now. Yeah, drive-in movies, they were great. I used to go watch at the movie theater every weekend. I would go watch Dawn of the Dead. I've watched that so many times. A 50-Foot Woman, yeah. Charlie Bronson. Nah, not every Death Wish. I like the first two. I like the best Bronson movie, in my opinion, is Hard Times, where he was a bare-knuckle boxer. With, who was it, James Coburn? He was in the movie, I think it was James Coburn. James Coburn was his manager, and he was the fighter. And he was in good shape back then. Enter the Dragon. Come on, I've seen that probably 50 times. What's your style? Mr. Braithwaite? Mr. Braithwaite. What is it? Do not focus only on the fingers or you will miss all of the heavenly glory. What was that? An exhibition? Oh, God. Don't get me started on these movies. Enter the Dragon, by far the best Bruce Lee movie. Great Escape was good. So was what was it? Birdman Alcatraz or Alcatraz? I forget which one it was, but there's so many good movies. Oh God. Anyway. Who was I gonna thank? I forget now. I'm gonna make a little graphic where I put all the people that I'm thanking before the video or before the stream or whatever. That way, because you know, I can't remember sometimes if I don't write it down. This is another, you know, impromptu stream, so I don't remember who I was gonna. I didn't write it down for today. Usually I write it down and then I'll remember it, but I didn't write it down. I'm very bored right now. I'd like to hop on a plane tomorrow or on a train or something and get out of here. Unfortunately, it's not that simple. Got responsibilities. Maybe I'll go to Texas Chicken today. There we go. I already got a ticket to Chiang Rai. I could just wait, you know. Wait another 10 days. But I got the itchy feet. I got the urge to go somewhere. Even my wife said, oh, maybe we should go down to the south. And I said, what are we going to do? We're going to go down there for a weekend? I don't want to go down there for just a weekend, you know? I don't know why you'd be surprised by his acting, because, I mean, if you look at the characters that he's played, you know, it's all those... if you're not a good actor, you're not going to be able to pull it off, you know? I forget what movie it was. Some of his stuff is so funny. Here we go. There we go. That's better. A little straight. No, not The Dictator. It was the one where he was in, I forget what country. Where he went in and the lady had a bag, he had a bag of shit or something like that. I can't remember. You want to watch a good show on Netflix, and it's not very long. Watch the show It's Bruno, about the guy with the little dog. Each episode is like 15 minutes. So, and there's only one season. It's something like 15 episodes or something like that. Great show. It's definitely different. It's in New York, set in New York. Cancel it. Cancel it. It's got to do with culture. You've got to cancel it. Cancel everything. Impractical Jokers. Never heard of it. I don't. You know what? Honestly, I'm good for like one movie a day. That's about it. One movie, one good show. Bruno, like Bruno. Oh, is that what? Yeah, Kazakhstan. That was a funny movie. He was funny. You make a decision yet, Steve, on your daughter? Are you allowing her to go alone, or does she need a chaperone? Ticket booked. She leaves next week. Oof. Yeah, well, if you want to know something, Alex, next term rather, Alex is talking about getting an apartment with like 5 other guys. She's going to America. But Alex is talking about getting an apartment with 5 other guys, and right next to the school, because he's got some things coming up that make it easier. He doesn't have to go back and forth, even though it's not that far. And the baby bird wants to fly. It's a little scary. So I do understand where Steve's coming from, and she's even younger than Alex. He goes to Sinakarin Road. Yeah, well, I don't think he's thinking like that. So I gotta double check and make sure, He does have some chicks after him. He's got that long hair now, and like, for whatever reason, some of the girls, they like him, and he doesn't like them. And it's not because he doesn't like women. It's because he just doesn't feel like dealing with them. He'd rather be alone than have some chick, have to go meet some chick and Nicholas is completely the opposite. Nicholas is Mr. Social Butterfly. I've got to go meet with my friends. We're going to do a project. I've got to meet with my friends. We're all going to go to the movies. I've got to meet with my friends. You know, once in a while, Alex will go, I'm going to go with a buddy. We're going to go have dinner. You know, or we got a project where we're in this team. We got to do this project. But most of the time, he'd rather sit at home and do nothing or sit at home and be on the guitar. Anyway, I'm thinking about getting a shirt done, another shirt made up. I need to look into this trip a little bit more, but I think I'm gonna have a couple shirts made up for this particular trip. I don't know how to do it, but I mean I do know how to do it, but I don't know exactly what I want yet. But that might help. That might help a little. Yes, I already know that. I know my kids, you know, they're young men. They got to find their own way, for better or worse. But, you know, my wife is not, she's coming along, but at a slower pace than me. You know, she's the mother. She worries, you know. Yeah, I've been meaning to put this video up. He's playing parts of an Ozzy song, Mr. Crowley. And he's leaning forward in a couple parts of the video. He's leaning forward. His hair is down over, you can't even see his face. I'm like, don't you want, can you see? It's like I see fine. Yeah. Moms are moms. Well, I don't know about Texas chicken. About, what the hell? Oh, man. They must have some, look at this. Son of a gun. They're all lining up so they can save the 50 cents. You know, it's probably 2 for 1 or something. I don't know. Oh yeah, for sure. Today, don't worry, for sure. Well, 5 more minutes to start. I don't know what they're doing. How about I just walk in there and walk it? Oh, I mean, even the foreigner's in there. What's the deal? Are they going to let him in? This is how they are with Starbucks, too. Okay, children, get in line. I don't know. I've had it one time, and it was good, but I just had like a little burrito. I don't think that it's, for this, I don't think that it's so good. I think that it's, they've got a better deal. There's some price, you know. Get 2 chickens for the price of 1 or something. I should get up and check it out. Hang on. What are they doing here? Oh, shit. I don't know. I don't know. Believe me, I can wait. Look at that line. That's what they do at Starbucks. You know, they're selling one free drink or something, and people are lined up all the way. I mean, you know, into the grocery store. It's ridiculous. Now I'm pissed off. I can wait, but I'm pissed off because if I feel like going in 2 minutes, I can't because there's such a line here. That's the way it goes. Mr. Mitch, she's very talented and a real looker. Who's that? Sophie Lloyd. Don't know who that is. There's a girl that I watch sometimes. She's Gabrielle something. She's like a Spanish girl, but she's a good-looking girl. But she plays you know, the finger picking style or whatever, as opposed to nose picking. Look at this. Look at this. Oh, I have to take a picture of all the people, and look at this, my friends. Look at the freaking line. Can't I just go in like on another place and just go, I don't care, I don't want the discount? So she took pictures and then she left. Probably. Look at Texas Chicken. It's so busy right now. It looks like they're, what is it? He's giving out something. I think he's giving numbers out. Well, look, I mean, look at this guy. What do you think he's not breathing out of his nose? The guy straight and right with the white shirt with the phone in his left hand. Mask down. So tell me that Thailand and the numbers are completely legit. I think it has to do with the number of tests. If they tested more, they'd find more people. I don't know. Look at this. Oh. So are they going to run out of chicken by the time I get there? What the hell, man? Maybe I need to go and get in line and ask him, hey, what's the deal? Can you please tell me what the deal is here? I still don't know what the deal is. Honestly, when it comes to this kind of stuff, unless they're giving away free food, I'd rather just go in and pay full price. All right, I'm gonna have to make a move and go over there. So hang on. Let me get my act together here. And then I feel like I'm gonna go and eat here just because all the people that are going in there. No, I'm just going in there because I haven't eaten before. I've only eaten one time there, and I'm like, okay, so what's it like now? I think I got 200 baht. That's all I got. Use my card, I guess. Do I really want to do this? All right, let's get out of here. You got the guy, you got the Grab driver in there. You got the La Move guy in there. All right, let's do this. I just want a burger wrap.
พี่61นะครับ
นี่เป็นโปรโมชั่นอะไรอ่ะ
ซื้อ8ชิ้น88 บาทครับ
ก็ทำไม่เอา
ถ้าไม่เอาต้องเอาครับคุ้มมากกับโปรโมชั่นนี้
ไม่ใช่
ครับ
แล้วมันเป็นเบอร์เกอร์แรป
อ๋อได้ครับได้
ต้องอยู่ที่นี่
อ๋อตรงนู้นเลยครับ
ไปได้เหรอ
ไปได้ครับไปได้
กินไหม
มาด้านนี้นะครับอ๋อได้
I don't want 8 pieces of chicken. I want 1 piece. I want a burger wrap. That's all I want. Yeah, give me a burger wrap. That's all I want. Watch him get pissed. Call burger wrap.
เอาบิสกิตให้ด้วย
Burger wrap.
อ๋ออันนี้ได้อย่างเดียว
You don't know burger wrap?
เออ
Burger wrap.
6644
Burger and wrap.
242
Burger wrap. กินที่นี่ครับ89 บาท
ลูกค้าทั่วไปไม่เกี่ยวกับโปรโมชั่นช่องนี้ได้เลยนะ
ลูกค้าสี่ค่ะ
Give me the wrap. Wrap.
ลูกค้า
Yeah.
ถ้าเลือกรสชาติต้องรอนะคะ รอนานนะคะขออนุญาตค่ารสชาติไปนะคะลูกค้า
สไปซี่กับออริจินัลครับ
452.
ขอมีค่ะต้องออเดอร์สีค่ะถามค่ะ
So that's what the deal is. You get 8 pieces of chicken for 88 baht, which is a little under $3. It says burger and wrap, not burger wrap. I don't know what I was thinking. I thought it was you get both of them. This guy's running around with he's running around with hand sanitizer. Everybody's got to clean their hands. Where's mine at? 452. This is why I didn't want to stand in line. Look, 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 look. Be like, dude, I just washed my hands. Madness, man. Too much madness for me. Oh my God. Oh my God, we get 8 pieces of chicken and it's only $3. Good night. All right, I should be next. Shut up. Fucking irritating. I'm number 452. Gotta go outside, man. Get the fuck out of here. There you go. This is what it's all about, huh? Cheap food in Thailand. Shit, how can I do this? Nobody said a word. Why would they say anything to me? I don't want their special. I have no desire to have 8 pieces of chicken or to buy it for the wife and kids because they won't eat it. Of course, they assume that everybody wants the same thing. Well, I could just go home and there wouldn't be a line either. But I haven't eaten here in a while. Every time I come here, I get the wrap. I'll give you my personal assessment. They're banging it out. The line is dwindling. It's supposed to be spicy, but it's not. It's not all that spicy. It's not Thai spicy. Look at this. $75. Yeah, because you know why? Oh, you buy wrap. Oh, แพงมากนะ so expensive. And I'm like, I don't care. It's 89 baht. It's not 89,000. It's not bad. A lot of older people, they're either really old or really young. Be grateful you got a job. No idea. I had no idea about this special. This ain't bad, I'll tell you that. $88 baht. If I spend the 88 baht and go home and bring home 8 pieces of chicken, nobody will, it'll get eaten in like 3 days. If it was banchan, it'd take about 3 hours. Monash, you know I'm going to Chiang Rai, right? hopefully sooner than later. I got a ticket leaving in about 10 days. I wish this chick would shut up. This is pretty good. I think I've decided, wow, it is a little spicy. I think I've decided to go to Maasai. As north as possible. That's pretty good, actually. Thank you, may I have another? No. Anyway, that was pretty good. All right, listen, I gotta get out of here. Thank you all for watching. No, not there. I don't believe so. I don't want to get stamped in or out. That would be a problem. But anyway, thank you everybody for watching. The line is just about done. Yeah, that's Massot, but now Massot, you need to give them your, you're not allowed to do that because you're allowed to travel on. You're allowed to travel onwards if you have a visa. I don't know, I haven't been there for a long time now, but they did change it a little bit. So, if you haven't already, please subscribe. That would be nice. Subscribe to my channel. Click that little notification bell. You're not going to hear me say, hey guys. Click like, that's thumbs up, please. And if you got anything to say, leave a comment or whatever. And if you want, go to my website at americaninbangkok.com. I finally put up the cost of my last trip. Put that up last night. So that's done. And what else? That's it for now. Trip coming up. Another stream coming up. I don't know, tomorrow or Tuesday or Wednesday. There was a little bit spice creeps up on you, but it's not so spicy that it's too much. It doesn't destroy the flavor. This is too much, man. This is like the elderly coming in for the early bird special. Can I have low salt, low sugar? Can I have... Can you make it with... This is chicken, winner winning chicken dinner. Thank you very much, Mr. Monash. Thank you. Good to hear you're alive and well. Anytime people leave, I wonder... The first thing I think is, I wonder if I offended them. I hope not, but oh well. The next thought I think is, I hope they didn't die. And then I think, I wonder if they've got a problem. but you know how that goes. This chick's driving me nuts. I got to get out of here. Her grating voice. Her voice grates on me. You're not that much older than me. I'll be 58 in a couple of months. Oh my God. They all want this. They all want this because, you know, it's yeah, we're so young. They want it because for some of them it's 3 or 4 meals, you know. I mean, 8 pieces of chicken. Somebody gets a meal and then the next thing you know, it's like, all right, I'm gonna have 2 pieces for dinner. Anyway, that is all. Thank you very much. Visit my website. Look at the description down below. Please click thumbs up, like, share, yada, yada, yada. And I'll let you know about the trip. Hopefully, it'll be thrilling, exciting, edge-of-the-seat drama. And until then, that's all I got. So, Chok D, Jokan Mai, and Arrivederci. Adios, all that good stuff. Okay? See you guys later.